I can't believe you're all late by 2 minutes. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Day 59. Hi, Zuvi. Zuvi, I'm so fucking excited for Monday. I'm also excited for after stream, but... Okay, dude. You know what, dude? Okay, dude. I see how it is. Monday? Yeah! He's finally gonna play VR chat. Your adapters arrived finally? What did you need the adapters? Oh, right, to plug in your headset without being lazy. Pog, hell yeah, that means you'll be there. What do you mean? That makes it sound like you're not gonna be there. Hi, Icy Fire. No, he's been saying it a lot. I'm pretty sure it's like next week is a VR chat week. It's gonna be. Copium? It's gonna happen! Oh, my hands are like in the water. Yeah, so speaking about that, Icy Fire, I thought about it more. Why doesn't gift subs count for that? Gift subs should count for the incline. So it's gift subs, bits, or donos. Which again, as it says down below, is not mandatory or even encouraged. But I think I'll just count any of those. Honestly, I really like bits because they're just easy from the channel. But from the viewer's perspective, bits fucking suck. So I should include all of them. You bet he will start with FF14 dailies or weekly stuff? Yeah, okay. I think he'll still do it. I think he's gonna do FF14 dailies, then the VIP, and then VR. I'm like on a weird spot. I didn't set up this camera before, so we get to set it up now. You know what, this map actually has kind of weird lighting. I don't know if I want to be here. Hi, Brown. Hi, we're gonna go to Sundown real quick. We're gonna change worlds. Oh, you know what? I need to... this... Cove is my homeworld. And I was like... Central taught me how to do the post-processing thing. I can do that and just stay here, but I actually need to change so that I can change it to an invite plus. $15K Kupo. It's getting up there. It's getting up there. I'm not balding. Where is... Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Post-process. Oh. Oh, geez. I don't know exactly how this works. If I turn this on, I am super see-through. But it's not just a post-processing option. It's like all the options. Tone mapping? Oh, I think that might have been it. Okay, problem solved. $6 spent, check PayPal? Okay, I'm supposed to get notifications here. It looks like Stream Elements didn't save the shit. So I'm just going to believe you. Oh, I totally left my thing there. We are going to anchor default. Okay. I need to I'm trying to learn stuff on the fly. That's what I shouldn't be doing. Oh, I see why they were saying never have I ever. This looks nice here. Okay. Flying, behavior, auto level. We're getting there. We're getting there. This goes over there. Hi, Johan. Hi, Rook. Rook, I think I fell asleep on you last night. I think it's a little bit of a blur. If you look at him through a certain angle in the wall, he will even lose his whole head and his clothing. Oh my gosh, Zuby. I didn't know you were into that sort of thing. Hi, Johan. Welcome back. Okay. We gotta turn this off. Got the right pin. We phase out the environment. I don't think I'm gonna be see-through. And then I think we're ready to go. I am super see-through. Where's my mouse? What is happening? Okay. We're gonna fix it right now. Mask, environment. Is it coming with me? Yes, it is. And we're gonna give you guys music back while we do this. Senril taught me how to do this. It's different in this world, though. In Cove, I literally just press a button and it's fixed. Oh, Jesus. Ugh. Does this reset it each time? It does. Is it bloom? Nope, it's sure not. Is it this one? No. Doesn't seem like it's any of them. Thought I was gonna... We might just have to go back to the black cat. Damn. I was super excited to, like, be done with the black cat. New instance. Invite plus. Join. I could have sworn it was Rook. I think you're pulling my leg. I think I fell asleep and I woke up. My head was like against your chest. And then I was in and out a lot. Okay. We're gonna be here. Where are my pins? Where's my camera? Huh? What? Oh dear. Yeah. Okay, this is such a long setup day, apparently. Oh, I'm backwards! You're just a short gremlin. I'll let you keep that dream, though. I'll have to ask the people who was there who it was then. Oh wait, no, I can just check Core's VOD. Okay. Is anything else need to change? No, we're good. We are ready to start walking. I forgot what zone this was. Oh, I think it's Mount Maelstrom. Yeah, this is Mount Maelstrom. This zone... I could have done the video better for this zone. Okay. 14 minutes in and we finally start walking. Oi. Oi. Okay. So this zone was one of the higher level zones, which means NPCs do more than just hit you. They'll do CC and shit. And damage. In a lot of the lower zones, I can just walk through enemies. I can just tank them, and my passive that heals me for 100 a second will out-heal them. Not the case in this zone. I actually died in this video. This is the first time I died recording a video, but I cut it off so that I die like... The cut happens and the video ends, and I died like 1/10 of a second after. I died. Hi, Violet. Speaking of MMOs, though. No, just in the game. In life, we're golden. We're literally healthier than ever, actually. I've lost 26 pounds. Speaking of MMOs, though, apparently Throne and Liberty is good now. Which is like, huh? No, you're lovely. Oh, Icy did the thing. We gotta go to 3% incline. Oh god, we're going 3% incline at the very start. Throne and Liberty is apparently good now. This game released a bunch of trailers, and it looked gorgeous. This game looked really, really good. And then when it came out, you couldn't attack while moving, and there was a lot of autoplay stuff going on. So you could just do auto combat. And everybody's like, holy shit, this game is dog water. It's awful. And apparently, the devs for Throne and Liberty kind of recognized that, and they were like, yeah, so we were going for realism, and we wanted people to, like, you know, have a proper fighting stance when attacking. So you couldn't move while attacking. Hi, Smug. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I am on the incline. I am on 3 degrees of incline, Icy. What was I saying? Yeah, Throne and Liberty. They didn't want you to move while attacking, and they said, you know, it made sense to us. We were going for realism, but people hated it, and we kind of hated it too. It just doesn't feel good. So combat is, like, fluid as shit now. Now you can attack while moving. And they also took out a lot of the auto combat stuff. They also made it so that it doesn't require such a ridiculous amount of stuff to level. They said from 30 to 50, you need 1/10 of the experience that you needed on the beta. Which is like, holy shit! So, if there's a permanent stealth in that game, I might be making videos of that soon. Sooner than later. Because it is pretty. It's a little... I don't know if it's fully out yet. If you look up when did Throne and Liberty come out, it says like May 3rd. But then you look up like what are the classes, and there's no classes. It's based on weapons you use. But like they're saying, hey, daggers might be in the game. There was a showcase for them in the trailer, but they're not available yet. So we don't know what the moves are. And I'm like, that makes it sound like the game's not out. So... I was watching a video on that this morning. I'm kind of excited for it. Not super excited, but... Shit, yeah, I am. I'm super excited. The game looks pretty. Smug and I have plans today. Smug's gonna stream VR chat. I've been nagging him for a few weeks now. And the other day I was like... I threw down the gloves. I was like... Damn it, Smug. It has to be now. Hi, Matthews. How are you today? Okay. So that's 12 months. Which, Matthews, I just got done saying... Well, technically it was a little while ago. I'm counting gift subs for Incline now. Because bits suck, and I don't want to push people to get bits. So, that's just maxing out the Incline. We're at 6% Incline today. Oh my goodness. It's still rising! I'm gonna be wrecked today. Oh my goodness. Smug, when we do our VR chat stuff, I'm literally just gonna be laying down the whole time. Guild Wars 2 really loves having bridges like this. I don't know why. They're in every zone. Just this really thin bridge that's like... Thank you, Brown. I'm not increasing the incline anymore. Until I can do, like, a 6-degree incline without getting wrecked, and I do it, like, for the whole day, we'll gradually increase it. We're not strong enough for 12 yet. But thank you. You guys have been extremely generous today. I haven't even been doing a good job today! This has been one of my worst intros of nothing but scuff. You're all ridiculous. And too nice. I'm getting a drink. You know, it's so funny. I've seen so many streamers deal with scuff, and I always try to cheer them up. It's like, every streamer deals with scuff. Every single streamer just has a fucking run of it. And, like, it's gonna happen to everybody. I think I remember even one person, like, crying years ago and being like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be okay. And now when it happens to you, I'm like, no! Not me! I'm not even doing anything! Whoa, what do you mean, what? Are you saying I'm not acting adorable and breedable? Are you saying I'm only one of those? That's not cool. I'm both, damn it! Something funny about incline when walking down... I don't... Those stairs were kind of steep. I was kind of laughing at that myself. I was doing a fucking Michael Jackson lean going down them. Violet just... What? Huh? I'm not the most say-so person out there. I'll put it that way. What news was there? What news has there been? There was the Throne and Liberty news. There's a bunch of stuff happening in esports. I just said I'm not say-so. Esports. Another team left Apex Legends. This is like the 5th team to leave. Yeah, but that's your first time I've seen you say anything along those lines. Hentai and breedable? Huh. Yeah, so NRG left Apex. Apex is weird. Because it's a battle royale, right? It's not like... It's not as, like, formulaic and, like, this is one team against one team. There's a lot of randomity that happens in Apex. So it feels less serious. It feels less made for esports. Which is, you know, unfortunate if you really like Apex, but... I was watching Asmon. He was saying, like, this just isn't a game made for esports, so what are you gonna do? When you have a team of 3, it also starts getting expensive, because you have to have a lot of people around it, so it gets expensive. Yeah, I think it should absolutely have tournaments. Tournaments is a great thing for it. Because tournaments are a lot cheaper to run than an esport. and just they're way cheaper overall. But having an official esport for just it just doesn't seem like a good idea for Battle Royale. Now, the bigger problem with esports as a whole is that a lot of these companies made a lot of money through NFTs, or they like set themselves up thinking they were going to make money from NFTs. That inflated their budget, and now that that's kind of falling apart and they're not making that money anymore, they need to downsize. They really got like a big boost in 2020, and now that they can't do that anymore, it's like, well, we are hemorrhaging money. Having a tournament where 100 independent guys go in, it sounds cool. More like RTS or Smash, I guess. Yeah. 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 Apex was just in a weird spot because it's a battle royale, but it's also teams. Because like when you have something that's just a one-man show, he's basically independent and he can do whatever he wants. He doesn't need an org. He doesn't need like assistants, coaches. He might like hire coaches like on a session basis, but they're not gonna have a dedicated coach, right? They just show up to the events. You see that in like fighting tournaments and stuff where these stuff are doing well. So like Evo, a guy can just show up. A lot of them are on teams, but it's not like you need to be a part of a team. Apex, 3 people, you gotta be on a team. But it's also Battle Royale. It's not like CSGO where it's like set in stone. This team against this team, it only comes down to skill. The field is gonna be the same every time. Hi, King Dragon. King Dragon sends his regards. I think of that every time. I think of that every single time. That sounds like Yulin's dream orgy to me. 100 is a lot. 100 is like a lot of guys. You'd have to like... It has to 99 or 1 or 2. For Apex, yes. Yeah. No, Zuvi, that's actually part of it. They allow 34 teams, but it caps at 100, so 2 people randomly selected just don't make it into the game. And so 2 teams only field 2 players. And the third just has to go, ah, that sucks, we didn't get a good roll this time. And you're really unlucky. No, I'm making shit up, Zubi. It's a field of 99. It's 33 teams of 3. I'm pretty sure. That would be really dumb, but at the same time, kind of funny. Wouldn't it? Like, you know, we were the favorites, but what are the odds? Both of the random players sat out were on our team, so it was just our one guy. It was just our support against everybody else. Pretty cool that he got to, you know, 7th place, though. Well, I guess I came to not play at all. Yeah. You know, it would be awful. It'd be funny once. And there would need to be like... Yeah, we goofed, this is a bug, redo the match. It would be awful. Is that Cassie or Casey? I'm gonna say Cassie the Princess. Thanks for the follow. This zone has a big event in the volcano. Casey? Okay. Hi, Casey. That's the one I said first, right? The other one, okay, Cassie. Hi, Cassie. Goldfish memory. Oh, here was something cool. There's somebody new in the community. They're probably not here yet, but they usually lurk. And, last night I saw they were streaming. And so I was like, oh, I want to go check them out. And so I opened their stream. And they're standing in place. They're playing Never Have I Ever with friends. And their legs are moving in place. And I was like, what? I know what that means. That's a treadmill. And I'm like, hi. And she's like, oh my gosh. Hi, hello, dude. You inspired me to get a treadmill. My fucking heart melted. My heart literally just... Oh. Hi, Error. And her friends were all calling her the treadmill gamer. Eula is now a treadmill salesman. Well, here's the thing. I have a standard treadmill. I have one that I can, like, rest my hand on the bars, right? She got a standing treadmill, which is much cheaper. And I honestly think in some ways it'd be better. It'd save a shit ton of room for VR, right? But you don't have these handrails. And so she was saying she's fallen a ton of times already. And I was like, oh god, oh no. But she sounds tough. She gets knocked down, she gets back up again. It's, Summer's Jewel. That's her name in the Discord and on VR chat. And she streams on Fridays. I also really like this. She's a cactus VTuber. She really likes cacti. And so her followers are called pricks. Because those are little needles on a cactus. Oh no. Euland inspiring people. They will become the lewdest person. Possible. You know, actually... She got stuck in a pole while she was streaming, and she's like, oh no, I'm too young to be a stripper, I'm only 22. And, like, everybody around her was like, nah, that's the perfect age, go for it, girl, get it, make that bag. Isn't that clever? Pricks for the cactus VTuber. I thought that was clever as hell. Somebody would follow, and she'd be like, thanks for the follow, you're a prick now. I don't think you're like a prick. That's just what I call my followers. Please don't leave. I need water. I think I got distracted earlier. And I didn't finish talking about this. Smug and I have plans later. I think it's Summer's Jewel in the Discord. I can check real quick. Oh, it's Jewel Pod. She's Jewel Pod in the Discord. But, oh my god, I got distracted again. Smug and I have plans. When we get to 5 miles... We're going to end right there. And we're going to go... I'm going to join Smug in VR chat. Because he hasn't been on VR chat for a long time. I'm going to show him the Jet Set Radio world. Maybe the Banjo-Kazooie world. I think he also found a Monster Hunter world that we might check out. We have a lot of worlds to check out. But Jet Set Radio is #1. So this stream itself will be a little short than usual. So yeah, I saw that yesterday. My heart melted. Yesterday was honestly so fun. We had a lot of new friends yesterday. We had Gigi and Saris join us, as well as Icy Fire for a bit. I think Cookie started with us also? The days are blending together now. I'm not sure about Cookie. I can't remember. We had world exploration with Core. We literally went to one world. We went to Sundown and collected seashells. Then we went to a space museum, and that was neat. I feel like something else happened yesterday. I think I recorded 2 videos? I don't know. Yesterday just felt fucking awesome. This zone. Oh my gosh. We're almost at the end of this zone. I plan to end it in this camp, where it's just like, oh, there's all these NPCs, I walk into this tent. That's the reason you had scuff today? Yesterday was too good? That might be how it works. I plan to end this video at this nice little camp. Friendly NPCs. Right as I get there, an event spawns. And all the NPCs fucking die. And so it's just like, oh, do I want to re-record 26 minutes to, like, keep going? Hi, friendly femboy Easty. I will. We're going 5 miles today, which is honestly a little short for us. Thank you for the follow. These fucking spider, scorpion, lava things spawn. And I was like, I don't want to record 25 minutes again. We're just gonna walk through it. And so, I haven't seen the footage yet. I'm hoping it's not too bad. Oh my gosh. We're probably at like 1 mile, and I already feel the burn. We're not even at 1 mile. We're at 0.93. Icy Fire and Math. That's fine. That's fine. The goal is to get fit. So we want the pain. We want the gains. We just gotta tell ourselves that. So the plan had been, I stealth past these golems, and I get into the camp, right? So I stealth past that golem, and I get up here, and it's gonna be all friendly and nice. And this guy's like, oh man, I hope somebody's here to help me with this event. And then I just show up and RP walk into everything. And this guy's like, what the fuck is this engineer doing? Yulin just walking around in an active combat zone like, nah, leave me alone, guys. I call truce. I mean, literally, Math. There's been a few videos where I'm just like, don't mind me. Just RP walking into literal 8 mobs. And then right there, I just fucking die. Wayfarer Hills? Oh, we haven't had this in like a while. Hell yeah. All these bears are friendly. Because this is the Norn starting zone. And the Norn like bears. And wolves. And ravens. And snow leopards. Those are their, like, patron deity animals or something. Math, what are you doing today? That is a trap question. Because if you say nothing, I followed up with, oh, so you could join me then. Cool. Can't wait to see you. Uh. You know, it's so funny. I didn't plan to like main a Norn. Working? Dang. Well, I hope work goes fast. I hope it's a nice, easy day. I hope that bitch Susan, who always complains, called out today. I don't know if there's a Susan at your job. I don't even know if she's mean or nice. But there's always that one coworker, right? And I hope that one coworker isn't there. This rocks. Hi, Elite. I didn't get to see too much of the Baldur stream yesterday. Lost One and I have been laughing our butts off at it. At the, decisions you and Ordinary Rock choose. Holy shit. The one and only Matthews. Do you have a magic item for me? That's another 12 months, Matthews. Stop. Chill. Thank you so much, Matthews. So, I'm just going to put that aside for a moment. Elite and Ordinary Rock, they're in camp. They're talking to their party members. And Ordinary Rock is just like, hey, Gale, how's it hanging? And Gale's like, I have a condition. I need magic items. So if you've got any, please give them to me. And Ordinary Rock is like, go fuck yourself. No one loves you. Get out of my camp. And Gale's like, alright. That's an invitation to leave if I've ever heard one. Good luck in your travels. You shall certainly need it. And Gale leaves. And Elite's going, what did you just say to him? And Ordinary Rock's just going, no, 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 no. And I don't think they're scum saving at all. So they didn't, like, go back and get Gale. He's just left. Gale's just gone. Not now, not ever. That would have been like the one acceptable time to scum save Elite. Because it's a menu. It's not like you failed a roll. It's not like you didn't get a crit in combat, so you didn't get the result you wanted. And so it's like, he fucked up a menu. That's like the most acceptable time to reset, but... Oh god, I hate it when a Norn wants to greet you like that. It's fine when it's an Ashura. Because I can tilt the camera up a little and not see them. You killed Halsin? What are you doing in that run? Oh my god. No, it's fine. It's fine. Halsin was probably going to be a little mad anyway over the druids. It's all good. He died to Ragzlin. Incredible. Incredible, Elite. This is... Elite, I knew this was going to be a good game for you. When you got the Speak to Undead spell on the necklace, I think, and you were just like, cool, now I can talk to everybody twice. And it was like, oh god, that's literally a perfect thing for Elite. He wants to see every dialogue. Now he can see it twice. From them alive and from them being dead. 2 p.m. Eastern. Dice instead of marbles? Whoa, whoa, hold on. Hold on. You can't be doing moves like that. But... Okay. Alright. I support this decision of yours. I need a drink. Oh my goodness. Ah. Okay. So it's definitely not like an every week thing, it's just... You'd already canceled marbles. And then racing cancel. Okay. Yeah, sure, why not? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't know how much of it I'm gonna catch. Elite, did you ever go to the Jet Set Radio World? Hi, Lost One. Did you ever play Jet Set Radio, actually, Elite? Okay. You remember Lakuza? The guy that made the Luxarian world that was the Final Fantasy thing that was super cool that everybody went to? That same guy made a Jet Set Radio World last year. And it has, like, time trials, graffiti sections, races. It's really fun. It has grinding. That alone in VR chat is like, whoa, this is super cool. Yeah. He made a Jet Set Radio World. And anybody that likes Jet Set Radio is like, wow, I fucking love Jet Set Radio. That's why I main Lucio in Overwatch. And so there's a map for it in VR chat. That's what's up. Although honestly, anybody that played Jet Set Radio, they don't immediately jump to Overwatch now. Because, you know, that's embarrassing. The incline is murderous today. Oh, it's snowing. Let's put this on. I'm like... My throat is already a little sore. And I'm already a little tired. And we're at 1.3 miles. Today's gonna be a day. So when I played Guild Wars 2, I think I've told this before, I played the beta, and I pretty much only played a thief. At the time, I was like, wow, I really like rogues. I should play a rogue in every game I play. And so, I played thief, didn't even look at the other classes. Got it up to like level 53 in just World vs. World, which is amazing. The game comes out, they wipe your character progress. And so it's like, I felt like I already had a thief. I didn't want to spend time leveling one again. And so, I leveled everything to like 20, and I just could not motivate myself to play thief. And I ended up finding a way to accidentally, like, to really fast level engineer. You'd find an event that spawned every 5 minutes, leave a turret there, and go do other quests across the zone. So you were essentially farming this event and questing at the same time. So the engineer ended up getting to 81st, and it was a Norn. I wasn't expecting to like... I wasn't thinking I was going to like engineer at all. At the time, I was like, ew, mechanical aesthetic is lame. But I had fun with the mechanics, and it just leveled fast. So before I knew it, that was my main. It was level 80. Everything else was 20. No Baldur's today? Probably not Lost One. Because after stream today, I'm going to be doing stuff with Smug. And today's just... Today's a no time day. It's been too long since we played. I'm going to make sure we play tomorrow if you're available. Tomorrow, Baldur's will be a priority for me. But today, there's too much. And so, yeah, the engineer ended up being my main. I ended up liking it. I ended up coming up with a burst rifle build that was so fun. And so I really liked Engineer, thankfully. But Guild Wars 2 has such a weird leveling process. You level the same rate between levels from level 1 to level 80. So level 1 to 2 is the same time as level 79 to 80. You'll be busy tomorrow? Alright, I'll record a lot of videos tomorrow. And Monday will be a Baldur's priority. Monday's an Ico day, fuck. I will try to fix my sleep schedule tomorrow so that we can play Monday when you get home when Ico's done streaming. Oh my gosh. Time management is so hard nowadays. But yeah. Eventually I leveled a Thief to 80. They're alright. I still like the Engineer as my favorite class. I played a lot of Warrior. And I started to play a lot of Ranger. But I still look at my rifle burst build and I'm like, I love this. This is all I want to do. I got to watch Shin play Wind Waker yesterday. That was fun. The poor man's just approaches every puzzle so differently than people. He gets to the fortress, and a big thing in the fortress is there are these spotlights. If they spot you, these cannons will hit you off the walls and you'll lose a lot of progress. So what everybody does is they take out the spotlights. What does Shin do? Shin gets in his boat, gets out the cannon, and takes out all of the cannons that would shoot him off the wall. So now it doesn't matter if the spotlight sees him. Except they respawn when he goes in a door. And so they absolutely knock him off the wall. And it's like, there was nothing wrong with his line of thinking. Of course you take out the cannons. It makes more sense that an enemy would respawn and use the spotlight than these fucking wall-mounted cannons would respawn. But that's just not the way it goes. And it was so tragic. What other news was there? I saw Moist Critical talking about cringe people. Apparently 2 clips have gone like super viral on TikTok in the last week. And people are just being mean to them because they were cringe. One of them was a girl doing dance over pancakes in a restaurant. Which is, you know, cringe and weird, but literally not bothering anybody. She's just dancing for pancakes. And the other one was a couple who, they're like, we have this thing called love surges, where one of us just has so much love in our body that they can't contain it and they start shaking. So what they do is they just hug the other person and they start having a love surge too. We're both shaking until we just explode with love. And anybody watching this is like, holy shit, that's the cringiest thing I've ever seen. But like, they're doing this in their own home. I didn't need to share it on TikTok, but they're literally not hurting anybody. They're not even bothering anybody. If you don't want to see this, don't watch this person on TikTok, right? But the internet is going to be the internet. They were brutal to them. They were literally just like, you're so cringe, go kill yourself. It's like, Jesus, calm down. I don't know. Not really any opinion on this, just kind of just sharing. Here's what I do have an opinion on, though. Fuck this road. Literally, these sons of Svanir set up these barricades. And it's like, okay, I can stealth around one of them. Didn't really want to go off-road to get around it, but fine, whatever. There's 4 of these. There's 4 of these damn barricades. It's just like, oh my god. Yeah, I feel bad for them too. Although, they were kind of dumb. When you get a lot of, like, hate like that online, the worst thing you can do is address it. The absolute worst thing you can do is make a video that's like, this really hurt my feelings, and I wish you didn't do this. If your goal was to make me sad, you did it, which is what she did. She was appealing to their empathy to be like, hey, I'm a human being, please stop being mean to me. And, people show their true colors when they're anonymous. And when there's no consequences for being mean, that's when they're gonna be mean. Because they can be. These people just went in so hard after that. Like, doubled down, went so much worse, and it's just like... all these trolls are awful. All these bullies are just bullies and they're shitheads. But, like... don't open the door for them. You can't do that. Are we at 2 miles yet? We're at 1.6. We're gonna die today. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's fine. It's fine. No pain, no gain. We want... we want the progress and to lose weight. We're at 26 pounds, by the way. We're down... I don't know if I've been sharing my weight with you guys or just the number I've been losing. We're down to 179 pounds. This is the first time I've been sub 180 in, like, I don't even know how many years. No, it would have been like 5 years. Because I think I was 180 right before the lockdowns happened. And then when the pandemic started and the lockdowns happened, I put on like 20 pounds right away. And I've been hovering around 200 for a long time. There is 6 degrees of incline, lost one. I've decided the incline will count gift subs. Matthews. Thank you so much, Matthews. You're a freak. You're a fucking freak! Never mind, you don't have to go to work? Was it like you just had your days off, or was it like you called and checked and they were just like, ooh, stuff happened. Bad weather. There is an incline, lost one. It is maxed at 6 degrees. No, it does not mean he is a Susan. Matthews is incapable of being a Susan. What the fuck is happening at this fort? Okay. Zuvi, other people can take off from work than Susan. I was just hoping that that bitch Susan was the one who took off today. You changed plans for it to be Monday? I see, I see. Well, hell yeah. Unless you don't, that means you don't get paid today. And you want it to be. I don't know. I could see that being an inconvenience, but... it means I get to have you here longer. Oh my goodness. We get to this fort and there's an event going on here. There's literally a fight happening and I'm just like, don't mind me. Just gonna walk around. Or maybe there was and it just cleared out. As long as I make enough to throw money at cute, sexy people, I'm good. How dare you. Yeah, Smug, we've got a scarf. Smug, I'm gonna try to be my best. We're at 6 degrees of incline. Today's gonna be a hard day. But I'm very excited. I'm so excited to take you to Jet Set Radio. You have no idea. Oh my gosh. Jet Set Radio, Monster Hunter, maybe Banjo-Kazooie after. We'll see how we're doing on time. I can see us just spending all day in Jet Set Radio. This dude just grew out of the ground. Well, I can take it as easy as I want. It's gonna be your stream. You're the one that has to go hard. It's a big world, Smug. It's not a small world. I think it's like a 500 megabit download. And there's a lot of stuff to do in it. Lakuza is a monster. And like, at the time, this was his magnum opus. This was like, I've been working on this map for a year. I love Jet Set Radio so much. I want it to be perfect. We're almost done with this zone. Between those two mountains is the portal to the next zone. I actually haven't recorded that next zone yet. I think it's like 2 zones away from my list. Yeah. Yeah, Smug, it's a big world. It'll be fun. Oh. My tracking looks a little off. That's okay. I had some fix for this, and I can't remember what it is now. Oh well. I need a drink. What day is today? It's Saturday, right? Yeah. Yesterday was core videos. Smug, yesterday, for Core's World Exploration, we went to the Space Museum. And I thought about showing that to you today. But it's like not that exciting. It's like literally a museum. Which is cool. But it'd literally be us walking around a museum about space stuff being like, oh, wow, fascinating, so cool, very nice. Matthews, this space museum was really cool. It was like 7 different sections involving space. So the first one was like the dawn of creation. The second one was like the space race. The third one was space utilization. So like the International Space Stations and stuff. There was one about the planets in our galaxy. There was one about the different galaxies we've discovered. There was one about the physics of space, and it's just like, at that point I was fucking falling asleep and checking out. And then there was a planetarium where you could literally see the night sky at any day over like a 50-year period. It was fucking insane. It was, however, all in Japanese. And something like a fifth of it had been translated to English. And so, the first 2 sections we could read and understand. Once we got to like 3 and on, it was just like, I can't read any of this. But we're not going to see that today, Smug. A museum is for a different day. Today is an action day. Did you guys hear that? I think somebody just slammed a door up top. Oh. My dad has one of his friends over, and they just went, I think, backpacking, and they got back yesterday. My dad is a loud person. He's the type to walk around the house in shoes and, like, just has heavy footsteps, right? His friend is exactly the same. And having the two of them in the house has been like, oh my god, I literally can't sleep well because of these two. We did it. We're through the Wayfarer Hills. That's 2 videos down already. We're at 2 miles. Oh my god. We have to go 3 more. What do we get next? Why did it start there? What? Hold on. This is the video Full helped me with. So, he's in the video a lot. I don't think he's at the beginning here. He might be waiting at the trebuchet. What else happened yesterday? What other news was there? I already talked about it a little bit, but Throne and Liberty is apparently good now. I'm excited for that. I want to play that game. That game is pretty. I really hope it has permanent stealth. If it doesn't, I might not play it. Because recording videos in Guild Wars is so much harder than WoW. But if Throne and Liberty has permanent stealth, I'm absolutely going to play that game to make videos in. But that'll be after Guild Wars and Final Fantasy. And if the game is out. I don't think it's officially out yet. We're a Moogle. We're at 6 degrees of incline. We're trucking along. We're not struggling. We are thirsty. We are... What are we at for calories? We're at 360. So 1 mile is 230 calories at 6 degrees of incline. Okay. Alright. Wait, that means we're going to be over 1,000 calories by the end. That's more than I usually do. Oh, God. I've run out of things to talk about. What else is there? Oh, that gate just opened randomly. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. What is something I can talk about? Would be a fun little WoW story. It's hard to think. It's hard to think. Oh my god. Why is it so hard to think right now? Alright. Here's a weird memory I thought of. I saw the Char. And I was like, those guys are tall. Did I ever play a Char? I briefly played a Char. I think my thief in Guild Wars 2 is a Char. I don't know why. I think I was just in a Char mood. When I first started playing World of Warcraft, I made a Night Elf Druid. Because the game I was playing before World of Warcraft was Diablo 2, And there I played druids. I was very disappointed with druids in World of Warcraft, though. In World of Warcraft, druids turn into, like, a cat, like a panther, and a bear. Like, just a cat and just a bear. In Diablo 2 and Diablo 4, druids turn into werewolves and werebears, which was a bit more threatening and way cooler to me as a 13-year-old. And so, I was disappointed in druids, but whatever. I made a Horde character and an Alliance character, because that's what my friends at school were doing. We were like, oh, we want to play both sides. We'll play Alliance on this server and Horde on this server. On Alliance, I played a Night Elf Druid. On Horde, I played a Tauren Warrior. I don't know why I picked Tauren. Oh, I know why. There was a PvP video called Pat the Warrior. This guy was one of the first High Overlords, which is like the max rank you could get in WoW PvP. He wasn't good. He just played the game more than other people. But when you play the game more than other people, you get better gear than them. And that makes you better than them. In this video, it's like an 18-year-old video, by the way. This guy, this Tauren Warrior, in perfect PvP gear, he's just two-shotting everybody. And by two-shotting, I mean auto-attack and Mortal Strike. So they're dying in like 0.1 seconds. He literally charges them and they die. And he's running through them like a train. I was so impressed that I made a Tauren Warrior myself. I wanted to be just like Pat the Warrior. Well, somebody pointed out, oh, you picked the tallest Alliance race, and you picked the tallest Horde race. You're more self-conscious about your height than I thought you were. And I was like, what the fuck? Fuck you, man. No, I'm not self-conscious about my height. I was absolutely self-conscious about my height at the time. And, I remember being so offended by that comment. The Night Elf Mohawk? No, they didn't have the Mohawk in the game at the time. They added it in Burning Crusade, when they did that commercial. Or maybe they added it later in, like, Kata or Wrath of Lich King. I was, though. I was the male Night Elf Druid. My character's name was Darun, because that was what the randomizer gave me. And I thought that was stupid, so eventually I changed it to Murakumo. I was a big Inuyasha fan back then. For anyone that's unfamiliar with Inuyasha, here's the plot. Kagome, the main character, yells out Inuyasha's name. Inuyasha! Inuyasha, the other main character, yells out Kagome's name. Kagome! Congratulations. You now know everything there is to know about the show Inuyasha. 10 out of 10 would watch again. Anyway. Inuyasha at the time had 3 movies. And I had purchased all 3. In the third one, the first 2 were alright, but the third one was my favorite. The third movie was about this sword called the Fang of Murakumo. A big plot point in the Inuyasha series is that Inuyasha's dad, who they never give a name to until like the 17th season or something stupid, he had 2 swords. The Sword of Earth and the Sword of Heaven. You forgot the part where Kagome yells Inuyasha and Inuyasha has to heel like a dog? Sit, boy! And then his face literally goes into the ground. Yep. The dad had 2 swords. He also had 2 sons. So he left a sword for each of them. The Tessaiga was Inuyasha's sword. He left that for Inuyasha. And this sword is like a really good combat sword. This thing is like just fucking strong as shit, and everybody's like, this is his ultimate weapon. It ends up getting its strength from protecting people. So Sesshomaru, the older brother, who's a full-blooded demon, would not be good for this sword because he doesn't understand protecting people. At least not yet, anyway. The other sword, Tenseiga, was a sword of healing. It let you, like, literally revive people. So if they had died recently, you could see the demons taking their soul to hell, and you could cut the demons, and they would just pop back up alive. And Sesshomaru was like, this sword fucking sucks. I can't kill people with it. Why the hell would I want to save people? If they needed saving, that just means they were weak. So Sesshomaru wants the Tenseiga. But that's Inuyasha's sword. Where was I going with bringing up... Oh, yeah, the third movie. This third movie, though, was like, actually, there's a third sword. The Tenseiga is the sword of earth, and the Tenseiga is the sword of heaven. But I forget the name of the third sword. It was called, like, the Fang of Murakumo is the sword of hell. Because this sword, like, literally just possessed its owner, if they weren't strong enough, and, like, radiated demon energy. This sword was so destructive, but not in a good way to protect people. It was just an evil sword. And so, Inuyasha's dad never used it, so people didn't know about it. But this whole plot point of this movie was, it was the Fang of Murakumo. So it's like, oh, that means Murakumo is the dad's name. I'm so smart, I figured that out before they officially stated it. I'm so cool. And so I made my druid named Murakumo. Wow, that was a long story just to talk about how I named my druid 18 years ago. A bunch of seasons of Inuyasha come out. They actually talk about his dad. His name ends up being something completely different. I don't know if that was a retcon, or if, like, Fang of Murakumo wasn't referring to their dad. It was referring to someone else, and the dad just had that sword. I kind of think that's the way it was. I remember being very disappointed when they revealed the dad's name, and it wasn't Murakumo. Fun fact, though. I was a weeb 18 years ago on World of Warcraft with that name, right? Weebs weren't cool yet. They still kind of aren't, but, you know, that's a different story. My guild in WoW would see my name, and they'd be like, Murka, your name's too hard. I'm calling you Mike. And they would call me Mike from then on. And it was just like, cool, thanks. Well, the last person who used it was Inuyasha's dad. Inuyasha's dad died, and then he sealed the sword away. And it was passed down through Kagome's family for generations, but none of them could even open it. And it wasn't until Kagome, with her, like, priestess powers, touched it, that it was like, oh, the sword's been unsealed. Inuyasha, though. This was made by Rumiko Takahashi. She's the author that got me into manga and anime. She had two really famous stories. Inuyasha and Ranma 1/2. And her success can be attributed to one main factor. Why didn't they just save him with the Heaven Sword? Because nobody was good enough to use it like he was. Sesshomaru was out of town, and Inuyasha was still a child. You have to be, like, skilled and powerful to use the Heaven Sword. Anyway. One thing, there's a lot of things that Rumiko did well. She's a good artist. She started a lot of tropes. One thing that she pioneered, though, the double tsundere. The double tsundere where the main guy is a tsundere and refuses to admit his feelings, and the main girl is also a tsundere and refuses to admit their feelings. Yeah, Inuyasha's dad was actually, like, super cool. He was a demon, a very powerful demon. One of the, like, demon lords that had territory. That people were like, you don't fuck with this guy. And then he was also just, like, a dog, so he liked humans. I agree, Zuby. I would 100% agree. At the time, it was the hot thing. Now it's like, oh my god, stop. Inuyasha's dad, though, falls in love with a human. Has Inuyasha. Gets wounded in some battle, and everybody kind of takes advantage of this to come and take him down because he's wounded. Yeah. Ranma literally just wanted to punch people and win in karate. That's all he wanted. But, like, also, his martial arts school was the anything goes martial arts, which is like, what the fuck is that? Can he take out a gun? I agree it's kind of awkward in Ranma. In Inuyasha, it makes a lot of sense for them to not like each other. Dude, Ranma's father was the fucking worst. Literally, just takes Ranma and says to the mom, I'll make him a manly man, or him and I will both commit seppuku. And abandons the mom for 10 years. And then, shocker, Ranma is cursed with the shrine of a drowned girl. And so, the mom is like, alright, well you gotta commit seppuku then. And it's like, what? Also, his dad just promising him to marry 5 different girls. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Yeah, Genma Saotomi? Fuck that guy. He is such a scumbag. And you know what's crazy, Zuvi? There's a character worse than him. Fucking Genma's dad. It's either Genma's dad or Akane's grandpa. Happosai? I don't remember which family he belonged to. I think it's Ranma's family. That guy's a fucking monster. That guy's like, dude, treat these people like human beings. Literally molesting every girl in town. I need a drink. We are at 2.6 miles. I'm getting close to the end of the 3rd video. There's that fucking trebuchet. I hate it. I hate it so much. Shout out to Full for putting that trebuchet in the fucking dirt. Oh my goodness. I am so wiped, guys. We're at 2.6 miles. That's literally half. And I'm just rolling sweat. The incline is murder. The incline is so murder. So white? What? Wiped. W-I-P-E-D, like wiped out. I mean, yes, I am white. But that doesn't work here. Sweat, booty / feet pics? We'll get there. We'll get there, Matthew. Here's the thing. My parents are still here. So they like... They go south for the winter come December. But right now, you know, I can't, like, dress up in weird outfits and, like, take sweaty photos. And then have them knock on the day like, Yulin, what are you doing in there? Oh, drugs. It would literally be that meme. Hi, Sarah's. Sarah's, you were so cute yesterday. How's the walkies? It's brutal. They immediately put an incline on. So we've been walking at maxed incline for 2.6 miles so far. 2.7. It's at 6 degrees. And I'm dying. Pain. Yes, but no pain, no gain. Sarahs, do you play a lot of MMOs? I was watching a video on... I said the line. I was watching a video on Throne and Liberty today. Which, when that came out, it was dog water. It was really bad. You used to when you were 13? Yeah, that's fair. They're so time-consuming, a lot of people are like, wow, I have self-respect and responsibilities and things to do today. And then me, I'm just like, okay, but there's a new one coming out. So, okay, here's the thing. In Throne and Liberty, the combat was dog water. You couldn't move while attacking. And in the beta, everybody was like, hey, this sucks. And so, they fixed that. And now the combat is really fluid and good. I can't deal with tab targeting. Yeah. There's two MMOs I play mainly right now. World of Warcraft, which I'm extremely casual in. I log in daily if I'm, like, into the game. But if I'm not, I literally raid once a week with the boys. The other one I'll play is PSO2. And this one is barely an MMO. I play it solo, and PSO is more of a dress-up simulator than anything. It feels more like Genshin Impact than it does a standard MMO. That's what PSO2 feels like, because it's got scratch rolls and gacha, but it's all cosmetic. To increase your power, you actually just gotta play the game, and you can do it like go hard, or do dailies to get there eventually. I love PSO2. You like hard sci-fi? I don't have a problem with sci-fi. I think I just prefer fantasy. Hi, Jewel. I was talking about you earlier. I tuned into Jewel's stream last night, and her legs were moving. I was like, wait, her legs are moving. That means she's on a treadmill. And I was like, hi, and she's like, dude, you inspired me. And my heart melted. Matthews, is that 48 just today? Is that 36 or 48 today? Dude, chill. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Matthews. I literally don't know how to express my gratitude for this. Yeah, so the problem with fantasy games, like you said, there was one good one and all the others are trying to do that. It's 48. I wasn't sure if it was carrying over a 12 from like an earlier day in the week or something. Oh my god, you're insane. Yeah. It's very rare that you see a fantasy MMO try to be different and a little innovative. They pretty much all throw elves, dwarves, and humans and orcs at you, and it's like, cool. A prehistoric fantasy MMO? That'd be fucking rad, actually. It feels like a lot of MMOs have, like, a prehistoric section? Like a dungeon, or a zone, or a patch. But just from the ground up, just all dinosaurs? That'd be fucking rad. That would be very limiting in aesthetic, though. Right? Like, what would the armor and weapons be like? There'd be a lot of bone stuff. But kind of everything would boil down to caveman aesthetic. So I feel like that would be difficult for a game to do. Science fantasy somewhat more than regular fantasy? Sarah, do you know anything about PSO? That is one of my, like, close to my heart series that I started playing in middle school. You tried it? Yeah, so it depends on when you tried it, right? There's base PSO2, which came out in 2020, I think. Zuvi, if you think the combat's boring, you sucked ass at the combat. Just gonna call you out there. PSO2 base was 2020. In 2021, maybe 22. I think 2021. They came out with PSO2 NGS. And it was one of the worst launches for a game has ever had. It was... God, it was like, what the fuck? And it was so bad that, like, to this day, people just look at it and they're like, does it still have instability issues? And it's like, they fixed that a while ago, but... First impressions, am I right? They have since fixed the instability. Combat is really, really good. And the game is starting to, like, uptrend. It's starting to, like, be better and better. It just had a year and a half of just dog water. Content. That's where the creativity comes in, though. Finding ways around the limits while still being in line. You're not wrong. Elite Dangerous, though not a standard MMO? Yeah. Yeah. I know... All I know about it is Full Metal Ratchet talking about it. I think it's got a lot of ship battles, right? MMO combat is just not yours? Yeah. Yeah. My favorite combat in an MMO was WildStar. Oh, that was sci-fi. WildStar was like, you could target things, but there was like 2 abilities in the whole game that actually used tab targeting. Most of it was, you're hitting this area in front of you. Why are these videos all starting in the middle of nowhere? Where's my mouse? There it is. We're at 3 miles. Elite is primarily exploration. That, I feel like, is hard to do in an MMO. I don't know much about Elite Dangerous, so they might have nailed this, but... A lot of games have really fun exploration until it's all explored. Also, of course, you have to consider that because I want to play with my friends who are all in the US, I usually play with 120 ping. Yeah, and that would definitely make PSO harder for you, Zuvi. So hyped for Odyssey. Foot gameplay? Please define foot gameplay. Because I have never heard foot gameplay as a term before. I'm imagining this is like running around on the ground when you're coming from a spaceship game. Okay. Okay. Foot gameplay is still a funny phrase to me. I'm seeing that and I'm like, go on. Primarily you're only in your ship. Use your foot on the keyboard? Huh. You know, Sarah's... There's another game that was all about ships and spaceships. And then there was a game where they added foot gameplay. And it's considered, like, the worst game in the series. But, oh god, hold on. I had a cough. Star Fox Assault. People did not like that game. And a big part of it was there are sections where you get out of the... Shit, what was it? The Y-Wing? I forget what the jets are in that one. You played the shit out of that game? I played through it once. And I was like, this game seems fine. And then I looked up what other people were saying about it, and they were like, this is the worst game ever. Why would I ever play this over 64? Even the graphics don't justify this dumpster fire. And I was like, damn, dude, calm down. Just to play that multiplayer? Hell yeah. I liked it, as well as Star Fox Adventures. I thought both of these games were fine. And the entire, like, GameFAQs forums were just like, the entire studio should be fired. It's just like, okay, dude. Your earliest shooter experience? I think my earliest shooter experience would have been Halo. Hi, lovely ends. Thank you for the follow. We're at 3 miles. 6 degrees of incline. We're dying. We've got 2 more miles to go. Yours is Half-Life, Zuby? I don't know, I never got into shooters. I tried really hard. But I think part of it was that a lot of my friends were into shooters. And when I played Halo the first time, they had already played a lot of shooters. And so it felt like I was just miles behind them. And so I never tried to, like, catch up. I just wanted to play different games. I think it was in Halo 3. I tried really hard to, like, rank up. But I had 2 friends that were, like, the top rank. One of them was top 1,000 in the world. And so it was just like, I'll never be as good as this guy. I don't even want to try. I'd rather go play World of Warcraft. I'm the opposite, Saris. I bring it up a lot, but innovators versus honers. It's a great video. I'm an innovator type, which means when I encounter a wall and I'm not good enough to do something, the honer is the type that practices until they get good. The innovator is just like, I'm just gonna find something else that works. I know, Zuby. I know. Innovators are literally like, strategy games are made for them. And I have so much fun with Civ 6. I love finding weird stuff in Civ 6. But I don't know, they just looked boring to me. I should try to play more strategy games now. The problem is I don't want to take the time to learn them, so I'm resistant to trying them. So Zuvi will be like, hey, play Hearts of Iron, and I'll be like, how about no? And like, I might have fun with it, I don't know. I feel like I got too much going on. You really shouldn't play that to start off? Zuvi, what would be a strategy game that you'd want somebody to start with? What would be baby's first strategy game? Maybe some Total War game? I'm getting a drink. What are we at for calories? 565. Whoa, that's actually surprising to me, Ceres. I look at Baldur's and I'm like, anybody will have fun with this, but I guess, yeah, if you need to, like, constant action, even that game would be tough. I think to start off real-time base building and all would be too stressful if you start out. But like I have fallen asleep multiple times during one session. That sucks. Baldur's is so good. I'm playing with Lost One. We're going really slow and doing a Good Boys playthrough. But I'm cutting a lot of stuff short. So like I don't want to see too much of the story. So when we encounter bad guys, I'm just attacking them. I'm not waiting for them to say anything, I'm just going in. You also really enjoy playing with others? Yeah, same. Yulin is not going to run out of water. This water bottle is too big. But then I'm watching other people play Baldur's. And it's just like every playthrough is so different. My friend Elite, his playthrough has literally been the scuffed run, where they keep kicking people out of their party and fucking killing the, like, village of good guys. City builders out of the question? City builders are not out of the question, I'm just really bad at them. I have never had a successful run of City Skylines. Hi, Shinkozen. Murder everyone? I was half expecting the Ico run to be like that. Don't say your full name. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. Please don't hit me too hard after stream. So, City Skylines. I literally cannot keep a city alive. I just run out of money, and they fucking all die. All of them. Which is why I keep trying to find MMOs to play. But they keep doing fantasy, and I'm just like, ugh, do a fucking sci-fi MMO already. Yeah. Yeah. It just feels a lot easier to do fantasy. It, like, historically has just been more successful. You look at the two biggest MMOs, World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV. It's lazy, but that's what investors want. They don't want to innovate and, like, go crazy. They want something, they want to do something that has worked already and to just do it again. What do you mean you've never had a successful run? How do you even fail? Brown, I don't know. I just run out of money. Shit's too expensive. And it's like, your city ran out of money and nothing's working, so you failed. And I'm like, well, okay. Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't interest me specifically for the fact that unlike a D&D session, there is no DM to on the fly just have a randomly make up random bullshit to keep up with the dumb shit me and my friends asked to do. I feel like there's a lot of dumb shit in the game though, Matthews. There's this one gnome that some goblins tied to a windmill. And when you find him, you can like either convince the goblins to leave or fight and kill them. You then can save the gnome by untying him from the windmill. However, you can press the wrong button, which turns the windmill even faster, and the gnome will just fly off into the sunset and fucking die. It's got plenty of stuff like that. Shin is my hero. Shin is my hero too. He's Chimkin. That makes me think of the gecko meme. Mommy, I didn't eat my Crim Kit. Can I have another? And then it's like the cooler type of lizard that's like, I have devoured the meal you have appraised me with, mother. I forget the words. Even though the ones that have the most revenue usually are those who try and innovate. Saying World of Warcraft tries to innovate is a bold statement. They're at their best when they steal from others. Final Fantasy. Do they really try to innovate? I don't know if they particularly do. They just kind of like stay vanilla. They stick to the basics, but they do it really, really well. That's what I would say Final Fantasy does. Although, Final Fantasy is fucking innovating the game shop lately. They have a mount for $42 on the MOG station. Excuse me? $42 for a mount is robbery. Why are you always showing your back? I want to see the front. Hi, lover, Begum. Wait, is that Begun or Begum? It's Begum, okay. We show the back because it'd be really hard to record the videos walking backwards. I will show my front later. After I walk and I'm resting with everybody, you'll see my face. I can show you my face now. Let's see. Pins. Run pin 3. That makes me disappear. Behavior. Look at me. This is what we look like on the front. Choo. But we're gonna go back to this. There was an MMO I really liked called City of Steam. That was an amazing steampunk MMO. But it got canceled and I've never found another really good steampunk MMO. And there are also a few steampunk games. My other steampunk game is Remnants of Skystone. Also got canceled a while ago. And I've been pissed about it ever since. I had my eyes on a steampunk MMO. It was called Air. It was like Ascent Infinite something. I don't know. It was made by Bluehole Studios. They did PUBG and Terra? Maybe Devilian? I forget. I think that game's been canceled. But what is this? What are you doing? We're walking. I'm on a treadmill. And we have gone 3.5 miles today. We'll stop at 5 miles. I'm actually going to cut it short today so we can go play with Smug Little Bug after. But normally I would walk 5 to 7 miles and then just hang and chill out with chat. But today we have plans, so we have to cut it short. But we're on a treadmill. This is not a VR chat map. This is a YouTube video. I think the only space MMO that I had a lot of fun with as a kid was Star Trek Online, which is up still, but I can't vibe with the combat now. I've played 2 MMOs that were sci-fi / space that I had a lot of fun with. The first one was Star Wars: The Old Republic, which had good points. If you played the like single player stories from 1 to 50, oh my god, those were so good. That was peak BioWare writing stories. The rest of the game kind of fell apart. The combat was okay. Classes were good. The story was okay. I remember quitting because I rage quit over the diminishing returns. I was in PvP zone, and this guy stunned me for like 5 minutes straight, and eventually killed me. It was just like, this fucking sucks ass. Okay. Kind of, but it's more space than it is fantasy. You have to admit that. I really liked my operative, which was the backstabby class. The other one I really liked was Wildstar. My god, I could talk about Wildstar for hours on end. Wildstar, the studio sucked and dropped the ball, and they had some awful design philosophies. But what they had was so good. The classes were good. The class variability, versatility was good. The graphics a lot of people didn't like, but I love WildStar so much, Sarah's. One of my biggest moments in raiding, we're doing X89, which WildStar had this whole mentality of like, we're not a game for casuals, we're a game for hardcores. So if you got to the first boss and killed it, you were like, oh shit, you're actually good. The first time we killed it, I was our top DPS. There's a private server, Saris, and I have every intention of going there and making videos. But I'd have to level up, which I'm not super excited about. I was our top DPS, our first X89 kill, as a Stalker. And something I was so proud of. Every Stalker in the game was playing a backstab build. This was the time where it's like, if you played a rogue class in anything, you just wanted to stab people in the back. And so every Stalker was just like, max out claw, max out backstab. And it was just backstab, 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 claw for energy. Backstab, backstab, backstab. That was a rotation. I thought this was really boring. What I did, I maxed out concussive kicks, and I maxed out clone. So what clone did was it had a 24-second cooldown, and for, I think like 15 seconds, you had a clone. If it was maxed out, you had 2 clones. Concussive kicks was an 8-second cooldown, and you kicked twice. If you had the first talent upgrade for it, you could kick 2 more times, so you would kick 4 times. And if you had the second talent upgrade for it, each kick would reduce all of your offensive cooldowns by 1 second. So concussive kicks plus clone meant that Stalker was literally the pet class. I would do clones, and then I would do 4 kicks. My 24-second cooldown would go down to 20 seconds. Then I would wait like 8 seconds, do 4 more kicks. The cooldown would be at like 12 seconds. It would go down to 8. And then after 8 seconds, both kicks and clone were coming up. And so I had like a 95% uptime on my clones. I love that shit so much. That shit was so fun. And honestly, everything in WildStar was great. Warriors were great. Engineers were great. Medics, espers, spell slingers were great. It had amazing housing. I got into housing from Rift, but WildStar had better housing eventually. People like to talk about how good Final Fantasy XIV housing is. Final Fantasy XIV housing sucks. It is so limiting. And just, ugh, bad systems. It's better than nothing, I will say that. It's better than the fucking shit Star Wars had, oh my god. But real housing is PSO2, WildStar, and Rift. People say EverQuest, but I haven't played it, and there's a lot of people that say, like, this game is... Oh, Treadmill says we're done. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, this game has housing, so I think it has really good housing. And it's like, you've only played housing in this game, you don't know what's good. I would love another WildStar. The problem is, it was published by NCSoft, which is like, if a game of theirs fails, it doesn't come back. They don't sell their properties off. And it's like, please, anyone. It was so good. And it's not even like there's a shortage of people that want it. There are people that would be like, I have millions of dollars and I will buy this. I want this game just to exist. Not even to like have updates, but just to exist and be online. And NCSoft is like, no. Absolutely not. I don't know why. I cannot fathom why they are so protective of their dead IPs that they could literally make money off of. and they just choose not to. I need a drink. God, I hate corpos. Yeah. Yeah. Blue shell, the 1%. Okay. Yeah. Star Wars and WildStar were the two sci-fi MMOs I played. I liked both. Star Wars I didn't play long. WildStar, I wish I had played it more. I played it for a year, and then it was like, I'm not having fun because it demands so much time. Vanilla Rift back? Yeah. Vanilla Rift was really good. Not in... It might be my top 5 MMOs, Vanilla Rift, but... WildStar won. You just want a spiritual successor? You know what's crazy, Saris? People have been saying Palia is the spiritual successor. Because it has the same graphics. And it's like... What? You can't call Palia the spiritual successor to WildStar. It literally is a completely different genre. Palia is like Stardew Valley as an MMO that looks like WildStar. And it's not bad. It's a little rough around the edges. It's a very new game, and so they're figuring stuff out. But the dev team is being very open and transparent and like communicating with the people, and they'll be like, yeah, we thought this was a good idea. You guys don't like it? We'll change it to be that. Palia is out, I believe. If it's not, it's a very open beta. If you want to play it, you can go play it. It looks good. The grind is a little weird. Hi, low fam. Is it Switch only? I didn't think it was Switch only. I'm forgetting. Palia looks promising. What did I say we were at? 3.9 miles? Oh my god, I'm so tired. Oh my god. The only actual MMO is EVE Online? Was that the one that, like, had the hot girls in the ads and you'd click on it and then it was just, like, a space game and you're like, where's the bikini girls, huh? It's on PC too? That's what I thought. I thought it was on PC. I was like, hang on. Welcome back, Zuvi. You don't want to get a degree on economics to play a fucking MMO? God, I feel that. I feel that so much. EVE is Spreadsheets the MMO? Shit, that means I might like it. I'm incredible at spreadsheets. Incredible at spreading sheets. Okay, no, I actually am very skilled at Excel and spreadsheets. Do you want to play Smalland with me, Euland? What is Smalland? I have never heard of this. Not to be confused with Spread Cheeks. I am not someone who spreads cheeks. I get cheeks spread. Does that work? Is that Ark but for ants? See, that just makes me think Grounded. Oh my god. The treadmill's at 4 miles. We are ending the moment we are at 5. Because we have somewhere to be today. What time is it? 11:02? No game is as shitty as Ark. Light Grounded but more fantasy? Okay. I've never heard of Smalland, Zuvi. I'd have to look into it. Hi, Pixel. Where are we going? We're going to Jet Set Radio World with Smug. That's where we're going. I don't think Ark is a shitty game. I think Ark devs are incredibly shitty. I think those guys are, wow. What a piece of shit. Yeah, so Pixel, if you didn't know... Oh, I just got hit by an NPC there. What did they do? A lot of their devs play the game, and they went to war with a big clan, and when they were losing, they banned everybody on the other clan. And it turns out they've been doing this for a while, and like, literally just banning people they didn't like on their servers. Thought it was the publishers? I thought it was the devs. I'd have to go check. Somebody that had a hand in Ark. It was the publishers? Yeah? Okay. The publishers then. Fuck the Ark publishers. Snail games are shit. Devs are too busy sucking Vin Diesel. And yoinking money. I'll never stop telling people about how they released a paid DLC for a game still in early access. And the DLC ended up being the fucking worst DLC with the shittiest map ever. Yeah. Yeah. The only game... I can only think of one game that, like, has justifiable early access. And that's Satisfactory. The game's not even close to finished. But what it has is still really, really good. And that's just the one I can think of. There's probably a few. I used to think early access was dog water. But I heard somebody talk about it recently. It's like, early access lets smaller studios get funding to make the game. There might be no Ark 2 because they might end up bankrupting before. Huh. No, early access has its place, though, fam. You didn't think Baldur's Gate should have had it? You didn't think Baldur's Gate should have had it? No, I think Baldur's Gate should have had it. Unless I said 3 years ago that it didn't, but my opinion has since changed. SE and 7 DTD, I would say. 7 Days to Die. I don't know what SE is. Because they are still very clearly getting updated super often. Space Engineers? Yeah. I haven't played that one. I see Etsuko playing it a lot. That's Odiakana Miko, for anybody that knows her. It interests me. 7 Days to Die actually got out of EA? I thought that was Eternal. I mean, so here's the thing. I don't think it matters if it comes out of early access. What I do think matters is it's a complete and good game in early access. What is in early access needs to be good. So with Satisfactory, it's a game about building factories. What do? You build factories. And like anybody that gets Satisfactory gets what they paid for. They get what they wanted. But like, the game itself is not finished. They want to add a story mode. They want to round out some issues, make it smoother. They want to update the areas so that they're all good. There's a few areas in the game that are still like, this kind of sucks. True, you can live more than 7 days in 7 Days to Die. False advertisement. Satisfactory. If you told me it had never been in early access and just what is there now is a good game, I think it would be worth it. Even if you go back like 5 patches, I'd think it was worth it. And early access allowed them to make it that way. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Satisfactory is a small studio, and they've been able to, like, have a decent compass of morals and not cash grab. Whereas most studios are kind of run by execs who kind of tell the developers, be pieces of shit, and add loot boxes and gotcha. So, you know, that's probably a big reason why. Like, looking at 7 Days and Space Engineers, when they first went into EA versus now makes it very clear that they are early access games. Because they've changed a lot. Yes. Yes. Early access... So, like, the whole thing is, like, don't pre-buy games, right? Never pay for a game before it's out, because that just lets, games companies just be half-assed with making it. There's that argument. And early access kind of is like goes against this. Because early access is typically for small studios that need the funding before they can make the game. But typically, because they're a small studio that's getting the funding before the game, it means they're not a big shitty company like EA or Ubisoft or Blizzard. So you can... I was going to say you can trust them more, but at the same time, there's a lot of small studios that are just garbage human beings running them. Live service games is not that different from EA when it comes to plenty of games nowadays. Unfinished releases fixed later. Yeah, I'm getting a drink. Man, fuck EA. Wild Hearts was only out for 7 months and they're canceling it. Fuck them. How do you give up on a game after just 7 months? Fix it. Fix the game. Ah, I hate them so much. Sometimes you can be lucky with EAs. It's like another thing for me with games, is I will sink a ton of time into them, and then I'll get bored. Pixel Pirate had 2 devs. One of them did some fucked up shit that fucked the other, but the other came back now after years to finish the game. That's cool. Yeah, Matthews. The game has been out for 7 months. It has a shit ton of performance issues, so everybody's just waiting for EA to fix that. And EA was just like, we're not gonna fix it. We're discontinuing support for Wild Hearts. So it's not gonna go down. There's still going to be servers and it'll be playable, but there's not going to be any more updates. Don't expect any new monsters. Don't expect any new weapons. Don't expect any patches, DLCs. What we have is literally all we're going to get. Also, I hate that release games before Christmas mentality. I hate that, Zuvi. I hate when we have dry spells of 3 months with no games. And then fucking October and November roll around. And there's 5. Time to wait for modders? I feel like the modders are just gonna play Monster Hunter. They didn't fix shit, Brown. It literally still has the performance issues from day 1. So, like, EA just expected it to go live, be good, and make them millions. And... fucking shocker to nobody, it didn't. And so, I don't know what they wanted. I mean, they wanted money, obviously, but they didn't want to do any of the things that they should be doing to make money. Hi, Zori. EA CEO. Man, why is no one buying our unfinished product? Yeah. It is sad. It was a great game. I haven't played it yet. I'm still going to. It's on 40% sale, which is really tempting me. But another year of development and it would have kicked ass? Absolutely. Absolutely. Honestly, if they just made it run well, if they fixed the performance issues, it would have been like a strong game. It wouldn't have replaced Monster Hunter. Oh my god, I cannot click this. It definitely wouldn't have replaced Monster Hunter. But it would have been alongside it. Certainly more than Dauntless was. Maybe not. I wish someone would troll the people who allow unfinished stuff to be released by giving them incomplete stuff day to day. I wish all the football soccer fans weren't dumb enough to get buying FIFA every year and then keep gambling away their money with booster packs. Zuvi, when I learned about the FIFA sales, I died a little inside. I thought FIFA was just a game. Hi, Sen. I didn't know FIFA was like more than the entire games industry combined. FIFA makes so much money. Here's the meat and potatoes. The meat? Oh, it comes tomorrow. And we should beach all gaming whales? I don't know about that one, Zuby. Gaming whales kind of like pay for the games. Sad thing is, Capcom gets to say Lamau and give us more trash next Monster Hunter instead of being innovative. Don't say that. Please, I don't want it to be true. I want Monster Hunter 6 to be good. Here's the thing, Zooey. Here's an example of where gaming whales really save the day. If you look at Warframe, you can get 98% of the game for free. 99% of the game for free. That is an incredible offer. Just like, you put the time in, you get whatever you want. That would not be possible without the whales that buy the Prime Gaming packs every 3 months for $200. The whales make Warframe work. 10k buckets in Diablo Immortals? Oh, Zuvi. There's people that have spent like $1 million on Diablo Immortal. There is big spenders in Diablo Immortal. I don't understand the FIFA morons. They waste money in one game, the next game comes out, it ignores whatever they did in the last game, and now they spend all over. I don't even know what's different between FIFA games. I just figured they added new rookies. While Rise was good, the reason we got Rise instead of World 2 was because Lamau. Why would they give us something? I actually disagree with that, Zori. I think the reason we got Rise instead of World 2 was because a different team worked on it. The Monster Hunter team has traditionally had 2 teams. One working on the mainline games, and the other working on like more spin-off like games that built on the mainline games. And then with World, they wanted it to be a breakout game in the West, so they built a third team. And this third team was like younger people who have not played or worked on Monster Hunter games for like at all. And so they kind of had like veterans kind of keeping them grounded and pulling them back to Monster Hunter. But Monster Hunter World was just a completely new Monster Hunter team, Team C. And then Team A that normally makes the mainline games made Rise. I don't remember what happened to Team B. Until Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter hadn't changed in 20 years. Gaming Whales and MO with one game that is constantly updated is good. On yearly releases, it's Idiocracy. There was a guy that spent like 10k. I read that. Bro, Warframe exists in the way it does today because of people like me that have spent way too much money on Warframe. Yeah. Warframe is run by whales. They literally are the backbone of that game and hold it up. So that people like me can spend nothing. I think they're addicted. Okay. We're at 4.5 miles. Holy shit, this is a long zone. We are not going the whole way in this zone. Hold up. What's different in new FIFA games? Is all that free-to-play moment over? to it so they don't have to play against as many pay-to-win, but the pay-to-win players won't flex donger, so they move to the next FIFA and spend where there are new queues in the last game. I will say, for the people that want to make money off of FIFA, it's a brilliant system. Sport games being on a yearly release does not have, in the time they have any real changes. They have to reuse so much that they will be way too similar. We wailed for your sins. Oh my god, Matthews. At least you wail in a good game. Wail on Warframe, you're forgiven. It's a good game. Yeah, and there's a lot of people like that. There's people that like, I'm willing to wail if the game is good. People wail to flex. They don't wail for fun. I will say there's some people that wail to support. Because, like, I've done that with streamers. Where I'm like, yeah, I get to flex and look cool, but, like, literally I want to support this person. When I was working at Tech Systems and I was able to watch Elite at work, I knew that if he got enough money, that was his job. And if he was able to stream while I was at work, my work went better. And so, I fucking threw a lot of money at Elite. And that was to support. But I would say yes. Most of the times they wail to flex. I've wailed to flex and support Warframe, but in Warframe I also wail to play the game and have fun. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Warframe is a good game to wail in. Because, like, you know, most of the stuff you can get for free. And, like, everybody loves the payment model. Everybody loves, play the game enough, you can trade for platinum, you can get whatever you want. I wail because I don't have the time to grind and to support the game that is good. I've definitely gone through that with some games. I've bought level boosts in WoW because it's like, I could level a character in a week, but I'm working and I only have 5 hours a day to play. And so it would actually take me like 2 to 3 weeks now. And that's 2 to 3 weeks. Then just have a bad character if you don't have time. But that's you being difficult. Well, here's the thing. If I have a bad character, then I don't get to play with my friends that have a good character, right? I don't disagree with the logic that you should be able to have fun at a game at all stages. Right? Like, WoW shouldn't just be endgame. It shouldn't be get through leveling so that you can enjoy the real part of the game. You should have fun while leveling. And if I was playing alone, absolutely. WoW does have level boosts. They're $50. They are way too fucking expensive. But like, if you're playing a game just to play with people, which is absolutely what WoW is for me. If I didn't know anybody on WoW, if I didn't have any Battle.net friends, I would not be subbed to this game. Oh my god. What are we at? 4.7? We're at 830 calories.
Are you on incline?
Yeah. They put me at 6%.
I see.
Right at the start of stream.
Oh,
I'm getting a drink.
I see. Four point eight at 800 calories. Whoa, you climbed a mountain.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 4.7. We've got 0.3 more miles to go. No, Matthews, you did 2 degrees of incline. Someone did the bits before you, right? I can't, I'd have to check. You didn't do the bits, did you? I thought that was Icy Fire. Shit, I can't remember. My excuse is that I've gone 4.7 miles on a 6-degree incline. Ankle's gonna be dead? It's actually not my ankles. It's my knees and thighs. Mostly my thighs.
Nice.
Sen, when I end, I'm going to the Jet Set Radio World with Smug. He's a big Jet Set Radio fan. He didn't know about the VR chat world, so I was like, what? We have to go there.
Yeah.
Keep
I
pushing
believe
Mogland.
it's not a port. It's all made from scratch.
It is all made from scratch. I think there are parts that are ported. I don't think he recreated like the level
Right.
itself, but oh my god.
Well, recreated it in Unity rather than just ripping it from a game and throwing it in.
Yes.
So it's fully functional.
Yes. Oh, I have my scarf on. We're not in snow. We haven't been in snow for a while. That's why I'm tired. I've been overdressed for the weather. That's it. Sen is a mega cute dork. Yeah, he is.
I lost.
Oh my god. I'm like literally liquid sweat on my arms.
Just thinking I need to exercise myself today too. Just deciding when I'm going to, and should I eat before bed?
Speaking of Unity,
Because
Unity is still trying to end their
it is a
entire
lot
business.
harder.
They're backtracking more every day, it seems. But I think the damage is done.
Damage has been done, yes.
I don't think they're like going out of business or anything. I just think a lot of people are going to be switching to other products.
Yeah.
Pero.
And for anyone who is thinking about starting game dev, they see all the news in Unity and think, alternatives. What are my
Yeah.
alternatives?
Yeah. And like they've been so shady with it. They had in their terms of service, you can use old versions of Unity, and the terms of service that were current when you use that version are what applies. So if you use 1.6, you use the 1.6 terms of service. Yeah, they've taken that down. They've tried to sneakily remove that and not apply that anymore. Which is just shady. It's just shady and scummy and like a whole fuck you. You can't make an insane overnight change like that. Maybe they could have slowly gotten there over years, but it was definitely ill-intended. No one tomorrow's going to say, I'm going to learn Unity, which kills their business model. It was just such a huge jump. One of their backtracks was that games on the Microsoft Game Pass count towards Microsoft, not the devs, which means Microsoft will just come after them. Yeah. The new system doesn't even seem ethical or legal at all. I will say, it's a little... like, people are blowing it a little out of proportion. Not to defend them. They're still dog water and shit and fuck them. But, like, a lot of indie developers were like, this would ruin me. And it's like, no, there's thresholds. You need to make a certain amount of revenue for this to count toward you. A lot of people are saying, like, if you make a free game, you're done. Imagine not making money on your game, but you owe them $1 million. And it's like, no. They have a revenue threshold. But, like, it's still... Here's the award for not being as big of an asshole as you could have been, right? Hey, it's nearly free to we're gonna fuck you in the ass. Even at the company level and like the pro Unity and enterprise level was like a decent chunk of change. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like doing a per install thing was such a bad idea. Obviously. We're at 4.93. We're almost there. We're living on a prayer. Whoa. Oh my god. I'm getting a drink.
It's a lot of drinks.
One to 3% royalty, and they would have been fine. Maybe. Some people would have been mad about it. But
Oh, H. Brown, don't give anyone ideas. Please don't give anyone ideas.
this shit is like buying a car and having to pay Mercedes every time someone enters our car. I mean, cars are already shitty. Cars are already doing things like, do you want air conditioning? You gotta subscribe. The CEO called
Oh,
people
yeah,
who
that
don't monetize
does
mobile
exist.
games fucking idiots. Yeah. I don't know too much about their CEO. I just know people bring him up and they're like, fuck this dude. I've never heard anything good about him. Oh my god. 4.984. 4.985. I think we get to that torch and we're done. That's like the same thing, Brown. Tesla be like subscribe or no charging. I think it might have been Mercedes. Yeah, I think it was Mercedes that has like a heated seat subscription. If you want seat warmers in your car, you have to subscribe. Which is like, huh? Oh my god.
You did it.
Where is my mouse? Oh. We did 5 miles exactly. It's 5.004. 881 calories. Oh my god.
That's a lot.
Where's the behavior? It's already on. Look at me. Oh. Normally, we would finish out the video. Even though I was dying at 6%, 6 degrees, we have somewhere to be today. It's 11:30. This is the time Smug and I agreed on. So, Smug, are you live? Because obviously I want to send everybody to you. Hi, White Scars. You're coming in right at the end. But that's okay, because we're going to still be on a stream. It just won't be this one. Just setting up a few things? Okay. Oh, I should turn the volume on. Okay.
See that?
What am I doing today? Smug and I have a date. A plan to go to the Jet Set Radio World and other worlds in VR chat to have fun. Oh, shit. Guess what I didn't do?
Ah!
A date?
He tells me not to look. I didn't listen.
I'm too tired to say don't look. Oh. I forgot to break my back. I laid back in the beanbag, and I just immediately felt my tracker pushing into my waist. I was like, oh, fuck, ow. Hi,
Yeah.
Rain. Oh, my God. We gotta go to this couch. We'll chill here for a bit. When Smug gives me the A-OK, we're gonna go over there. DOA? Remind me what DOA is. Oh my god, son. I need to be at the arm. Hell yeah.
I think I did that last night around Core Stream too. I don't think anyone saw.
Oh my god. Dragon Age Origins? Here's something. I had a girlfriend buy Dragon Age Origins 2 for me. Never played it. Because the weekend she bought it was the weekend we broke up.
Yep.
How long was your walk
I was
today?
thinking
5 miles on the dot, right?
yeah.
Because I have plans with Smug after stream, we weren't gonna go much longer than 5 miles. I ended up like right in the middle of a video, which normally we're not gonna do, but today we do. Today we are going to. Oh my god, rain! They put me at 6 degrees of incline, literally before I started. Literally like 2 steps in, and they're just like 6%, max it, and it's just like, oh, I've never done that much incline. Oh damn, they lost a good one. I wish Dreadwolf were closer to DOA, but it sounds like EA is forcing it to become even more generic. Feels bad, man. EA's gonna do what EA's gonna do. Incline best line. Honestly, I could do it like this every day. Well, physically, I hope I could. Mentally, I really like it when you guys put me on an incline, because that means I lose weight faster. We've lost 26 pounds so far. I weighed myself yesterday, and we were sub 180. We were at 179, which is like, fuck yeah. We get hungry sometimes, but hunger's not that bad. You just last it out 30 minutes from then, it goes away. I couldn't have done it without all of you. So yeah, we've lost 26 pounds. Hides in 220.
Collectively.
Brown, you're probably not short like me. I'm 5'6". So there's people that were the weight I was, and it was like, this is normal weight for how tall you are. 200 for 5'6" was a little not good. Think I'm 5'8"? Okay. Time to get a treadmill and start streaming. Is Jewel there? Jewel melted my heart yesterday. She's like, dude, you inspired me. I got a treadmill. And I was just like, alright. I can't take that. I am dead. You literally have a treadmill? Do it, Zori. Do it. Do it. I don't know if you need to lose weight or not. But also, like, I don't know. Treadmill streams go. Treadmill streams go. You do? Kind of feel like everybody does. Except for the dancers. Those dang VR chat dancers are like fucking cut to perfection. Healthy but a sack of potatoes? Probably not as healthy nutrition-wise as I should be. Well, definitely not. And then, excuse me, my BMI was overweight for the longest time, and I hit 205, and it's like, you are now obese. And I was like, obese? No. This is a wake-up call. I never felt obese, though, because, like, my arms and legs are honestly fine. They don't look oversized at all. It's all in my gut. Oh. Last night was fun, son. Zori, have you ever been to the Space Museum? We spent like 4 hours there last night.
Cosmoria, as it's called.
Cosmoria. You ready? Okay. It's a space museum. It's literally just a legit space museum. It's so cool. Smug is ready. We're gonna go over there. I don't know how much intro he's gonna do, but we're going to the Jet Set Radio World. Look at me. This is too close. Anchor World. You're so cool. Also, yeah, the museum was cool. Smug little bug would like to join you. We're raiding Smug.
From one screen to another, it's like nothing will change except whoever's holding the camera.
True. Okay. Slash raid Smug little bug. Cool, I got the right one. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. Thank you everybody for bearing me in generosity, bits, and gift subs, and the PayPal. Oh, I think it was Icy Fire that did the PayPal right at the start. We're gonna go hang out with Smug. We're gonna explore some cool worlds. I love you. Bye.